Hey YouTube. So for dinner tonight, I wanted to go a little bit crazy, and so I got basil from my works garden. So I have basil, Parmesan cheese, olive oil, pine nuts, not even familiar yet, garlic, salt, and pepper. I made for the first time pesto, and I'm going to eat it over squash noodles instead of zucchini noodles. So I will come back when I'm done and I will show you a picture, and hopefully it'll be awesome. Well, here it is. Pesto looks like quite the blob, but I'm gonna give it a taste. Okay. So those of you that have had pesto before, I understand the fact that the serving that I had on my plate was entirely too big. So I probably had a third of that, maybe half. But I had a yellow squash that I zoodled, I guess. Squashled? I squashled it. So I had that with pesto on top. It was actually really good. I'd never had that before. It was quite lovely. But I probably have a good 3 more servings, something like that. It just looks like baby food almost, but it was nice. It had a really nice flavor. It was weird. I kept thinking I was supposed to cook it, but as I was looking at the directions, all you do is mix everything together and then you eat it. So it was really fresh tasting, and the nuts were lovely. The oil was lovely. The cheese was lovely. I probably overdid it on the cheese, but that's just me. I always overdo it on the cheese. So yeah, made my first pesto, ate it, liked it. That's all for the day. Thanks so much for watching my crazy antics, and I hope you all have a great one. Well, I'm super irritated with myself because it looks as if while I was setting up to download my recording, that I accidentally deleted it. And I've been sitting here for a few minutes trying to find it on my computer, and I can't find it anywhere. So I'm going to attempt to recreate it. I was very excited because I used one of my subscribers' idea of using either a hair tie or a rubber band to hook the phone to the rearview mirror, so that it's not, being jumbled around and all of that while I'm driving. And so I did that, and it worked so amazingly, and I was so grateful and excited to be able to do that and show you guys. So I guess you'll have to see it tomorrow when I do it. But the subject of what I was talking about this morning was diet soda. I've been pretty much on track the last couple of days, but I haven't lost. And I watched a video yesterday morning or evening, might have been this morning, about diet soda, and that even though it doesn't have any carbs, it actually, the aspartame in it raises your glucose and your insulin and jumps you out of ketosis. So needless to say, I have been working against myself because I've been drinking that because I've always had a love of Dr. Pepper, and so I've been drinking Diet Dr. Pepper a lot more than I should. So today is the first day where I've stopped doing that, and I'm trying to get back on track and eat more appropriately and drink more appropriately. I did have a Mio, a small, one squirt of Mio in my water, but I got the one that's got the electrolytes, and so it did have some value to it. The problem that I have with Mio is that it's always it gives me heartburn, and so I have to be really careful that I don't drink too much of it. Oh, excuse me. And get my system all out of whack. So I feel like I did really good today. We did a Zumba strength, so you kind of use the weights with it. It's always really tiring, but it was a great workout. I had a salad for lunch. We had food trucks, but most of the time I'm not interested because it's too expensive and it's not really anything on my diet that I can eat anyway. So I had a salad and some cottage cheese and some chicken and that kind of a thing. My normal go-to lunch, I guess. But the biggest thing was that today I stayed away from all diet drinks and mainly drank water. I did have coffee, and my coworker brought me some peppermint, fresh peppermint. Right now it's drying in the oven, but I put that in a little bit of tea. I didn't really taste it. I think it just wasn't strong enough for me. But I'm excited to have some dried mint leaves to be able to use in teas and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing now. It's been a crazy day. I had to go get mice for our snakes. I took the kids grocery shopping. Sorry, I have something popping up on my screen. What else did I do? Grocery shopping. Oh, I bought 2 lamps because my lamp in the living room died, and so I bought that lamp there, and I bought that lamp there. So my living room actually has light, which is fantastic because it was driving me crazy. I don't do dark very well. So we did that. I left my ID and my debit cards and everything at work, so I had to go up there to pick that up. And then finally I got home, only to have to make the pesto. I took Daisy for a walk. It was really weird. We were walking, and just out of nowhere, you know, I make her stay kind of close to the side when we're walking on the cement. So instead of going up on the grass, she just pooped on the side of the road on the cement. I'm like, I've never seen a dog do that. What on earth is that? I mean, I gave her a treat, but it was just a really weird experience. So we did that for a little while. We ran a little bit. We didn't actually, what I normally do is after she poops, I take her, we just come back. So we came back to the house, and I gave her her treat, and I took her poop out into the backyard and put it in the grass, because again, I'm trying to get her to poop in the backyard. And yeah, I tried to feed her some pesto because, you know, she, a lot of times, because of the fact that we eat food that's decent, you know, I'll sometimes serve her some food off of my plate. And when I was done, I put the plate down to see if she would eat any of it, and she smelled it. And then she walked away, and it was like, oh, I guess she doesn't want that. There's just no meat on it at all, you know. Nothing but basil and a little bit of nuts, you know. Just not a lot for her little tummy. So, anywho, that's about all. I'm sad that I lost that video because I was very excited to be able to give a shout out to my subscriber and the great, fantastic idea of hooking that up there. And it was just, I'll do it tomorrow so you can see how great it is. And I was even saying that, you know, seems like from the angle that I do it at, that I don't think it's very becoming, you know. It's kind of like it's like, here, look at my blubber or something. I don't know, whatever. It was just weird. But having it from above, you know, where you're kind of like up here, it was nice. It was a nice view. It felt nice, but it was kind of dark because it was early in the morning. But anywho, I'll do it again tomorrow, and it'll all be fine. It was just kind of annoying to have to recreate, so that's okay. It's been a good day. Robert's out playing with the boys, and I am watching the movie Incredibles. I have no children here to pawn off the cartoon that I'm watching, but I'm watching it, and I'm making my video, so it's a nice evening. I'm glad I finally get to relax. It was almost 3 full hours running after work, so I'm glad to be home. It is 9:30. I have a 41 minutes left on this movie and a little bit of time with you guys, and then bed. Yay. It's been a long day. I hope you guys have a great Friday, and we'll talk to you then.